Hello everyone. Good morning class. It's your favorite radio host. Ichino-ani here. Wow, can you believe it's already December? Today is December 1st, a bright and shiny Monday. And you know what that means. It's time to open up our big book of cool new ideas from the Internet Archive. Today, we have a super interesting paper from the world of machine learning. It's called ToolOrchestra, Elevating Intelligence via Efficient Model and Tool Orchestration. But a mouthful. It's a really neat paper from some very smart people at NVIDIA and the University of Hong Kong. So, let's get started, shall we? First, let's think about today's big AI models like Beck 5. They're like the smartest kid in the whole school, right? They know so much about everything, but even the smartest kid can get stuck on a super hard test, especially a test the paper calls Humanity's Last Exam. Ooh, sounds intense. Right now, to help these big eyes, we give them tools, like a calculator for math problems or a search engine to look things up. But this paper says that's not quite enough. It's like giving our star student a calculator, but not letting them ask an expert or look at a specialized textbook. So, this paper has a brand new idea. Instead of having one giant super smart AI do everything, they created a special kind of AI called an orchestrator. Everyone say it with me, orchestrator. It's like the conductor of an orchestra. The conductor doesn't play every instrument, right? No. Their job is to lead all the musicians, telling the violins when to play, and the drums when they make a big boom. This AI orchestrator does the same thing, but with other eyes and tools. And guess what? This orchestrator AI is actually pretty small. It's an 8 billion parameter model, which is much smaller than the giant ones. It's like having a clever class president organize a group project, instead of trying to do all the work by themselves. The really cool part is how they taught this little orchestrator to be so smart. They used a method called reinforcement learning. It's like teaching a puppy. You give it a treat when it does a good job. But here they use 3 kinds of treats. First, there's the outcome treat. Did you solve the problem correctly? If yes, good job, here's a treat. Second, there's the efficiency treat. Did you solve the problem without spending too much money or time? You see, some AI tools are very expensive to use, so the orchestrator learns to be smart with its budget and only use the big expensive tools when it really needs to. And third, there's the user preference treat. This one is all about listening to what we want. Maybe I want to keep my information private, so I prefer the AI to use a local search on my computer instead of a web search. The orchestrator learns to follow these kinds of instructions. So this little orchestrator model becomes super smart, news, and obedient project manager. And oh my goodness, the results are amazing. On that super hard test, Humanity's Last Exam, this little 8 billion parameter orchestrator actually scored higher than the giant .5. It got a score of 37.1%, while got 35.1%. And, get this, it did it while being 2.5 times more efficient. How cool is that? It's like a small, well-organized team solving a puzzle better and faster than one single genius. This shows that teamwork makes the dream work, even for eyes. Okay, so you might be thinking, ichino-ani. This is cool. How does this help me in my everyday life? Great question. Let me give you some examples. First, imagine a super smart personal assistant on your phone. Let's say you ask it, plan a cheap weekend trip to the mountains for me. I want to go hiking, and I need a hotel that allows dogs. And normally I might just search the web and get confused, but an orchestrator assistant would be like a little travel agent. It would use a cheap tool to find budget-friendly bus tickets, and it might call a specialized map AI to find the best hiking trails. After that, it would use another special tool to find pet-friendly hotels. It picks the perfect tool for each part of your request, giving you the perfect plan without any fuss. Here's another one, for helping doctors. Imagine a doctor has a patient with a very tricky illness. They have symptoms, lab results, and an X-ray. Instead of one AI trying to figure it all out, an orchestrator system would delegate the work. It would send the X-ray to a special AI that's an expert at reading medical images. It would send the lab results to another AI that's an expert in biochemistry, where it would gather all the reports and use the general reasoning AI to put all the clues together, presenting a helpful summary to the human doctor. It's like giving the doctor an instant team of super specialists. And for my last example, Let's think about customer support. You know when you have to talk to it online. Sometimes they're not very helpful, right? Let's say you tab in that but my package is late, and I want to change my delivery address. A simple but might get stuck. Then an orchestrator would take it down. It would use one tool to track your package. At the same time, it would use another tool to check if the address can still be changed. If the problem is really complicated, it might decide to connect you to a human agent, but it would first give that human all the information it already found. It uses the right tool for each job, making everything faster and less frustrating for you. So how is this different from what we had before? Well, the old way was the monolithic approach. That means building one single, gigantic AI to do everything. But this paper shows that this old way isn't always the best. Sometimes these big eyes get biased. They might just keep calling themselves for help. Or they might use the most powerful, expensive tool for a simple job. That's like using a giant construction crane to lift a single feather. It's just not efficient. The ToolOrchestra method is different. It builds a team of specialists with a smart conductor. This team is more efficient and effective and can adapt to new problems. So the big lesson for today is that a smart conductor AI, leading a team of other eyes and tools, can solve really hard problems better and cheaper than one giant AI working all alone. This is a huge step toward making AI that is more practical and helpful for all of us. Isn't that just wonderful? Teamwork really does make the dream work. That's all the time we have for today. Everyone, join me again next time for another exciting story from the world of science. Bye-bye.